Hello and welcome to PETXI Interactive, the home to GCSE revision on the go. In this maths burst, we are going to be looking at some more shape work. In particular, how to find the area and perimeter of different shapes. Useful skills if you want to get into a career in interior design or lawn mowing. I am in fact so confident how easy this maths is to teach that I'm going to show you in a race against Tom, who has bet me that his glamorous PETXI Tiger can complete a challenge before I can get this maths across to you. So, over to you, Tom.
Well, he's found a pack of balloons and has to blow up 10 of them until they pop. So here we are. The Tiger is limbering up. Let's get this challenge started.
Right then, here is a square grid and here's a simple shape. Area is simply the amount of squares inside the shape. If we can see the squares, we just have to count them up. So in this case, the area is 12. Because we are counting squares, we need to use squared units like centimetres squared or metres squared. Don't get this mixed up with perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around the edge. Just think of the rim in perimeter, the edge of something. This should help you to not get area and perimeter mixed up. So to find the perimeter, in this case, simply start at one corner of the shape and move around the edge, counting the squares until you come back to the starting point. So in this case, the perimeter is 14. Because the perimeter is just a length, we need to use units like centimetres or metres. So, we're getting through this maths no problem. Let's get back to Tom to see if that pesky tiger is giving him any issues.
No issues here, Dave. That tiger really does have quite the pair of lungs on him. He clearly wants his freedom.
Okay then, we'd best keep moving. On some questions, you won't be able to see any squares in the background, so you will need to use a special formula to find an area. Some shapes use the same formula, some don't. These three shapes all use the same formula to find the area. In each case, simply multiply the length by the width to find the area. So the area of the square is 25 centimetres squared. The rectangle is 28 centimetres squared and the parallelogram is 20 centimetres squared. You need to remember this formula for the exam. What about triangles? We need a different formula this time. If you cut a rectangle in half, you get a triangle. So you can use the same formula for a rectangle, but you will need to make sure you half it afterwards. So we do base times height, which is the same as length times width, then divide by 2. You also need to remember this formula for your exam. So for the first triangle, we do base times height, which is 5 times 4, which makes 20. Then divide the 20 by 2 and we get 10. For the second triangle, we do 7 times 6, which makes 42. Then divide by 2 to make 21. Don't forget to put centimetres squared after for the units. Okay, let's look at this shape now. A trapezium. The formula to find the area for this is more complicated, but the good news is you don't need to learn it. You're given it at the front of your exam paper, so you just need to be able to apply it correctly. The first thing you need to do is add the top length to the bottom length, so we add 4 to 9 and get 13. We then multiply this by the height of the trapezium, which is 3. 13 times 3 makes 39. We then need to halve this to get our final answer. So 39 divided by 2 makes 19.5, then put the centimetre squared on afterwards. Sometimes you may get a shape like this. Odd one, isn't it? The best way to find the area of this is to split it up into simpler shapes. So for example, if we draw a line across here, we get a rectangle and a triangle. Then just use your formulas to find the area of each shape and just add them together at the end. Right, we're really cracking through this topic. Back to the challenge to see how Tom and the tiger are doing.
Well, Dave, the tiger has given up. As you can see, he is now tame. I know he developed a little taste for you, so you can go home tonight feeling safe and sound. Who's a good little boy?
Aw, thanks, Tom. I actually haven't slept properly for a good couple of weeks thinking about that tiger. Hopefully, you will now find that you are the Sultan of shape and you can find the perimeter and area of your favourite photo frame with ease. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next exciting instalment of PetXI Interactive Maths.